Hello everyone, welcome to another collection update as well as a little update regarding my mental health. So before I get into that, let's just get into what I got new to the collection. I got 5 games and a huge stack of movies. So, as always, gonna start with the games. I got 2 PS1 games, 1 PS3, and 2 PS5 games. So first I'm going to show you is Soul Blade, which is a precursor to the Soul Calibur franchise. I never played any of those games, but it's for the PS1 collection, and it's developed and published by Namco. Forgive me, the case is broken. But behind the disc is an advertisement for the Tekken trilogy. And I remember playing Tekken 2 when I was little back then, when my brother's friend brought in some games of his own to play along. Next up is what I also got from Zia, and in case I haven't told you, I got Soul Blade from Zia. But anyway, it's Taifu, which is gone rare. Reason why I got this is because it's developed by DreamWorks Interactive before they became purchased by EA and renamed themselves EALA. Never heard much about this game. Reason why is because, again, it's developed by DreamWorks Interactive, and I've enjoyed some of their games, like The Lost World for PS1, which, not gonna lie, is a hard game, but I enjoy it. And the music in that game is real lit. And my brother and I grew up with the Medal of Honor games. So, again, for the collection. Next up is for PS3, and I also got it from Zia, and that is Lego Star Wars, The Complete Saga. I'm aware there's a remaster or remake available on current gen consoles. Current platforms, to be exact. But it's cheap. So I'm fine with it. But who knows? Might be some new stuff added to the newer ones that were never in the original Lego Star Wars games. But next up is one I got from GameStop, and that is Ratchet & Clank Ripped Apart. This game looks interesting, and I do like me some Ratchet & Clank. I played all 3 games in the original PS2 trilogy, plus Deadlocked, and I've beaten the first Ratchet & Clank Future installment, that is Tools of Destruction, and would like to play its expansion, Quest for Booty, and then, man, I can't remember what the final installment's called. But Clank in Time, that's it. So would like to play this at some point. Maybe play it for last when I'm marathoning all the Ratchet & Clank games. And last game I'm going to show you is one my brother got for himself, but intends to get it for PC, so he ended up getting the PS5 version and decided to decided to give it to me as a gift. So if you're watching this, Cameron, thanks a lot. But anyway, it's the Callisto Protocol. This came separate from the collector's edition he bought, but I don't mean separate to be exact, and they're separate packages. I mean they're in the same package, but it's not in the collector's edition box to be exact. So might play it one day down the road. Might be interesting. Alright. Now that I've shown you all the games, now let's get into the movies. First two I'm going to show you are two Arrow Video Blu-rays I got from Barnes & Noble. First one I'm going to show you is Creepshow 2. I remember seeing this once. I think it was on Netflix, or might have been on TV. But I'm not too sure. But I think I remember liking this movie. So might have to get this one a revisit. Here's how the newly commissioned cover art looks. I'm aware there's a third movie, but I've heard some bad things about that movie, so I'm not gonna even bother. And I'm aware there's a TV series on Shudder, so I might check that TV show out someday, as well as revisiting this movie at some point. I do love the first Creepshow, which I actually own in a special edition Blu-ray from Scream Factory. Next Arrow Video Blu-ray I also got from Barnes & Noble is Flatliners. Remember seeing this movie once, and I remember liking it, and I'm glad this is an upgrade over my bare bones DVD from Columbia TriStar. Both these movies are packed with features, including interviews, audio commentaries, so on and so forth. If I can get this in. Would love to give this one a revisit someday. Solid Joel Schumacher flick in my opinion. Next DVD I'm going to show you is from RLJ Entertainment. Is the 2013, if I remember correctly, reprint of the original Columbia TriStar DVD, and that is the 1995 TriStar picture directed by Brett Leonard, who, if I remember correctly, has directed Lawnmower Man, but it's Hideaway, with Jeff Goldblum and Alicia Silverstone. And from what I read in the back, it's actually the widescreen edition. It's got an audio commentary with director, alternate ending, making a featurette, and talent files, plus some trailers, if I'm guessing correctly. Never seen it, but I do enjoy but I remember enjoying Lawnmower Man, regardless, and I do like Jeff Goldblum as an actor. Next DVD I got is from Zia, and that is Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. I've only seen a little portion of this movie back on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I remember seeing a preview of it on the channel as well, and it looks interesting. I do like both these actors, and so we'll like to give it a watch someday. Oh, and one I also got from Amazon is from Olive Films is the signature edition of the 1956 original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, directed by, why can't I look? Don Siegel, who went on to direct Dirty Harry. Here's a booklet as well as a disc, and the inside cover art. And for some reason they decided to pack it in a 2-disc slot case. I really don't know why, but I remember seeing this once, and I do enjoy this movie as well as the 1978 remake. So we'd love to give this one a revisit someday. Hold on a second. What is it? Your mom's here. Come downstairs. I would like to, but I'm actually recording a vlog. I'll be there when I'm done. Sorry, my mother just came home from her trip. So, as I was saying, got myself a stack of movies. Some of them are going out of print on Kino Lorber's website. And plus one Kino Lorber title that I got from eBay as well. 2 DVDs I got from their website. First up is Unforgettable, which is a mid-90s thriller from Dino De Laurentiis. It's got a small handful of decent features, including a making of featurette, starring crew soundbites, unedited B-rolls, and a trailer. And from 1991 is an action-adventure thriller with Ken Wall, taking up Beverly Hills. Got an audio commentary and a trailer. Never heard I've heard a few good things from a fellow YouTuber, Rambo for Life, and I've seen clips of it on YouTube and looks interesting. Next one is a Blu-ray and it only has one trailer, but it's a comedy called Gone Fishing. Reason why is because I do like both these actors, Joe Pesci and Danny Glover, who collaborated together in the third and fourth Lethal Weapon movies. Next up is a late 80s sci-fi horror movie from Empire Pictures called Transformations. Looks interesting. Here's the alternate cover art. Do like me a little Empire Pictures B-movie goodness. Like some Reanimator from Beyond, Trancers, and even some Ghoulies. The second one to be exact. Next Blu-ray title is a 1985 Orion picture directed by Andrew Davis, who went on to direct The Fugitive, Under Siege, and The Package. And it's Code of Silence with Chuck Norris. Looks interesting. I do love The Fugitive, and I do like me some Chuck Norris, so we'll like to give this a watch someday. Next up is a 1986 Gary Sherman directed action thriller starring Rutger Hauer, and that is Wanted, Dead or Alive, which is a modern day adaptation of the 50s or 60s, if I remember correctly, TV series with Steve McQueen. But it's got features including audio commentary with director Gary Sherman and executive producer Arthur M. Sarkeesian, I hope I'm not butchering his name. Interview with Gary Sherman, interview with star Mel Harris, and 2 theatrical trailers. This'll be interesting. Last Kino Lorber title I got is one that is gone out of print for a while, and I got it from eBay for a reasonable price compared to the other prices I've seen online. It is the 1967 Korean giant monster movie Yongari, or Yongari, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Monster from the Deep. Seen it once, along with Konga, and this, I'm glad to say, is an upgrade over my MGM Midnight Movies double feature DVD. Got an audio commentary with film historian Steve Rifle and writer and film critic Kim Sung-ho, plus additional trailers, one for Phantom from 10,000 Leagues and The Monster That Challenged the World. Do like me some kaiju goodness going on. Three Blu-rays I also got from eBay. First one up is the Bare Bones Blu-ray release from Sony Pictures, and that is Anaconda. This, from what I heard, looks better than the Mill Creek release. I had to upgrade this over my old Columbia TriStar DVD. Seen it recently, and it's a decent creature feature. Shame that it didn't get any extra features. But next up is a Scream Factory title that has gone out of print for years, I think. Comes the 1989 slasher or horror flick starring Lance Henriksen and Brian James called The Horror Show. Seen him once on Netflix, and I think I remember enjoying it. It only has some interviews, one for Rita Taggart, other for Kane Hodder, and the theatrical trailer lastly. But regardless of what people were saying about this movie online, I do like both these actors, so we'll like to give this one a revisit. That's all the Blu-rays I got from eBay. But if I remember correctly, I got this from Zia, and it is the Blu-ray double feature release of the Under Siege movies. I've only seen bits and pieces of both these movies, so I would like to give both these movies a watch someday. almost forgot about this one. From Universal Studios comes Daylight with Sylvester Stallone. Only seen a little bit of it on TV. But regardless, it's directed by Rob Cohen, who directed Dragonheart, which I enjoy. Next up is a stack I got from Shot Factory's website. And it's a long story. When I first ordered these movies, something strange just happened. And they only gave me one Blu-ray and shipped the others to the wrong address, so thankfully I contacted them through support, and they managed to fix it and finally send me all the movies they did not ship to me right to my doorstep. I mean mailbox to be exact. But first up is from Universal Studios in 1983 comes the anthology horror film called Nightmares. Only seen bits and pieces of it on the internet and looks interesting. We'll have to give this a watch someday. Inside is the Bishop of Battle. Not going to name all the features, so I'm just going to speed it up. Man, I gotta put them back in the box before they fall. Next up is the 1987 sequel to Return of the Living Dead, which is a horror comedy I enjoy, and that is Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Never seen this movie, but again, I do enjoy the first Return of the Living Dead. And it features Tom Matthews and James Karen, who appeared in the first one, but are appearing in their different roles. So here's a disc, and the alternate cover art inside. In case the glare got in the way. I should have kept the disc out just to make you see without any glare, but again, I'm speeding it up. Next up is the 2004 Zack Snyder remake of the George A. Romero classic, Dawn of the Dead. This is the 2-disc collector's edition, which includes the theatrical trailer and unrated director's cut. Again, I'm not going to name out all the features, but got audio commentaries, interviews, as well as trailers. And some storyboard comparisons. Plus deleted scenes. Next up is one I've been willing to upgrade over the Blu-ray trilogy pack, as well as the other, which I'm going to show you next. But it's RoboCop 2. Got an audio commentary with CG supervisor Paul M. Salmon, as well as additional interviews, plus trailers, TV spots, and still gallery. Here's a disc and the alternate cover art. I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but I do enjoy it nonetheless. Next up is one many people consider to be the black sheep in the trilogy, aside from the remake. That is RoboCop 3. Got some interviews, as well as an audio commentary with director Fred Dekker, plus still galleries and a trailer. I've only seen this once, and I might want to revisit it along with the other RoboCop movies. Next up is one I've been meaning to add to the John Carpenter collection. That is Escape from L.A., which is a sequel to Escape from New York, which you can see is a poster I got from Shop Factory's website when I pre-ordered their 4K Ultra HD release of that movie. In case I didn't show you. So as I was saying, it's got some interviews plus still gallery, TV spots, and a trailer. Last movie I'm going to show you is one I've been meaning to complete the Living Dead saga by George A. Romero, and that is Land of the Dead. Saw it once on TV on AMC, and I do enjoy it. Remember liking it. Here's the alternate cover art. And this release not only contains the both unrated director's cut and R-rated theatrical cuts in one set, but it's got audio commentaries, one for George A. Romero, as well as new and vintage interviews, plus documentaries, deleted scenes, and trailers, as well as a little featurette featuring Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright from Shaun of the Dead meeting George A. Romero on the set of the movie. So this will be interesting. So before I end this movie, I got a little sad update to share you. So, in case some of you people aren't aware, I've been dealing with post-traumatic stress for a little while. So, in case you're wondering why I haven't been uploading as consistent as I used to, I'm trying to slow down my consistency. If there's a reason why I'm not uploading on a certain day, nor am I streaming, is because I don't want to show myself to the world feeling bad, nor should I show myself feeling horrible when I'm actually streaming. So I just thought I'd share this to you guys in case you're watching. So aside from that little update, I hope you enjoy this collection update. And forgive me if it ended on a sad note, but I had to get it out. So if any of you seen these movies or have played any of these games, feel free to let me know what are your thoughts about one of them in the comment section below. would be interesting to hear your thoughts on them. So I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas and your Happy New Year, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video or next stream. Take care and Happy New Year. Catch you later.